Welcome to this quick tip for guitarists on what I think is probably the most important tip I can give. That is, do not stop. Okay? I talk a lot about mindset in the courses I have offered at ChordSavvy.com, here on my YouTube channel and other videos, and it really comes down to mindset. You are constantly in control of how far you go or not, right? Because when you stop learning, you stop playing. There's a great quote that's attributed to Confucius that says, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Let's take a step back and think about an important question. What is your main reason or inspiration for learning guitar? Feel free to pause the video right now, write down, it could be one, it could be multiple reasons, but seriously, write down, what is your main reason or inspiration for learning guitar? There are all sorts of reasons that you can quit. You know, your fingers are sore, or gosh, it's hard, or things in life get in the way. But even 5 minutes a day, if that's all you can do, that's something. And that's at a relatively slow pace, but you're still making progress if you stick with it. Or you might be trucking along and gosh, my strings break and I don't want to fix it, and then you quit. It's like the exit ramp to failure, right? As you're cruising along and you just quit, right? Or you keep going and then you quit. Why don't they work? It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not quit, okay? So you are always in control and you get to choose to control those barriers or let them control you. So don't quit. For those of you that want some more suggestions, here are 5 tips to help you push through those weak moments where you just want to quit, right? But don't quit. You can do this. So first up is create accountability. I've done a whole video on that, so I won't elaborate here, but check that out. Whether it's jamming or forming a band or putting stuff on social media just to kind of attract things to you, but you can create accountability to push you forward. The second tip is set goals. I've also done a video on that. Check that out. But having micro goals or big goals and sticking with it can be very powerful. As a third tip, I'd suggest that you reframe how you're learning. Because, playing scales can be boring. Sometimes, God, I don't want to just learn a chord just to learn a chord. So reframe it. Go find a song that you're passionate about. Google, song name, chords, and then look at the chords, and then try learning the chords in the context of a song. So if you reframe how you learn, that can actually make it more exciting and align with your interests. Okay? So play around with that. The next suggestion is, go sign up for a course. I've got courses available at ChordSavvy.com. Udemy has a lot of other courses available. You could also just kind of create your own course guide through YouTube. Okay, so if you do that, and that goes back to accountability, but self-accountability rather than with a group, that can help push you through without quitting. As a last tip, one of the most common issues is people, they just don't work on the problem areas. Okay, so you may be learning a song, but it stinks because my strumming's bad, or it stinks because I can't transition from a G to an A chord. Okay, focus on the problem areas. Okay, and if you focus on the problem area and you seriously, you obsess for 30 minutes, an hour, or a day, even if you're just watching TV casually and you transition from the chords or you work out the problem area, it's just that one fingering that's hard. Whatever it is, own it. And once you fix that small issue, man, that unlocks the gates and all sorts of other cool things can click into place. And that's fun. Those wins make a big difference. Okay, so those are 5 quick tips that you can put into play so you don't quit. To wrap things up, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Okay, you are constantly in control. And if you really want to learn this, go back to that key question. What was your reason and inspiration for playing? If you want to share in the comments below, share that inspiration. If you have some tips and suggestions on how you've pushed through in learning, share that. Let's support each other in the comments here, all right? And it doesn't matter how slowly you go. As long as you're making progress, that is awesome, okay? And as long as you do not stop, then you can go as far as the eye can see and rock on.